Welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello everyone, I am Karen.
Hey everybody, I'm Shane and we are looking at part 2 of Timothée Chalamet, introducing Bob Dylan to a new generation. So we discussed a little bit about playing a biographical figure, like someone like trying to take on Bob Dylan, and you have to go through and know his mannerisms, the way that he spoke, the way that he moved. All of those things are very, very challenging to do. Can you think of an actor who did a good job of playing a biographical figure?
Oh, I got one. King Richard. That was played by Will Smith. He played the father and also the coach of the famous tennis players Venus and Serena Williams. So I think being able to play or portray a character or portray someone that has really existed is really hard. You have to be very observant. You have to study their behavior, study how they talk and everything for a period of time.
I've got you beat. I've got you beat because
Really?
I have one who also had to play a musical star, a musical genius, one might say. You know the movie Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, yes, I do.
Do you know the singer Freddie Mercury?
Of course.
Do you know who Rami Malek is?
That's the actor that played
Freddie Mercury, and he did such an amazing job. I remember watching on YouTube where they showed the two singing, and it was almost exactly
like side by
side, and it was like exactly the same. It was fantastic.
I watched that too. He really did an awesome job. Okay.
So when you see these actors playing a biographical figure like that, that's a real challenge.
But I think Timothée Chalamet can also do it too.
I think he's up to the task. So let's learn more about this new movie.
Playing someone as famous as Bob Dylan would be a huge challenge for any actor. Dylan is one of the most significant songwriters of all time. Songs like "The Times They Are A-Changin'" became symbols of the civil rights and anti-war movements in the 1960s. During Dylan's long career, he has sold over 125 million records and won many awards. His Nobel Prize in Literature, which he won in 2016, shows his cultural importance.
So today we're looking at part 2 of Timothée Chalamet, introducing Bob Dylan to a new generation.
All right, so playing someone as famous as Bob Dylan would be a huge challenge for any actor. Absolutely,
definitely.
Right? Because he definitely has a lot of mannerisms, and the way that he sang is very distinctive, right? Dylan is one of the most significant songwriters of all time. So when we say somebody's a songwriter is someone who writes the words or the music or both for popular songs.
That's right.
And he is a very significant songwriter, which just means that he's large or important enough to have an effect or to be noticed. That's what it means to be significant. And he was noticed by lots of people. So for example, you could say Winston Churchill is a significant person in British history.
Like a very important person too, right?
Yeah, and Bob Dylan for folk music is probably one of the most significant artists, I would say.
Okay, well, let's continue. Songs like "The Times They Are A-Changin' became symbols of the civil rights and anti-war movements in the 1960s. So he also wrote songs that has a really important message in it, right?
Yeah, and really what became popular during those times, and the music kind of signified these challenges that were happening during that time.
So we're talking about the civil rights, right? So civil rights are rights that are granted to citizens by a government. For example, governments may decide who can vote, who can buy properties, or who can be educated. So those are your civil rights. Right. So for example, everyone in the country should have civil rights, right?
That's absolutely correct. Okay, so continuing, during Dylan's long career, he has sold over 125 million records and won many awards. His Nobel Prize in Literature, which he won in 2016, shows his cultural importance. So he won a Nobel Prize.
Wow.
So that's a pretty important songwriter and, you know, singer if you can win a Nobel Prize. That doesn't happen very often. So when we're talking about a career, we're just talking about the series of jobs that a person has in a particular area of work, like for Bob Dylan would be singing and songwriting, usually involving more responsibility or success as time passes. So for example, I could just say my dad had a very successful career.
I see. Okay, so he won a Nobel Prize in literature.
Yes.
Okay, so literature, that is a noun. So literature is writing that is usually considered to be a work of art. It is different than written books such as like cookbooks, travel guides, or how-to books.
Okay.
So for example, you could say, Dora loves reading great works of literature.
Okay. We also have another vocabulary, cultural, which is an adjective that just means connected with the culture of a particular society or group, or its customs, its beliefs, etc. So for example, the cultural center is one of the best places to visit in the city.
Wow, so, you know, it's pretty impressive, you know, all the things that Bob Dylan has done, right?
Yeah.
As a songwriter, he, you know, passed on important messages to the society, right?
Yeah, and I mean, just being so successful, just, you know, winning so many awards, selling so many records, and winning a Nobel Prize in literature. I mean, it doesn't get much better for somebody who is a singer.
But I have to say that, you know, all these achievements must have put a lot of pressure on Timothée Chalamet as an actor.
That's an excellent point. Okay, let's take a break and spend a little bit of time finding out about Chalamet and his preparation for this character.
All right.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 今天要来看看 Timothée Chalamet 如何迎接他最具挑战性的角色之一，也就是主演 Bob Dylan 的传记电影。扮演 Bob Dylan 这样的名人啊，对任何演员来说都是巨大挑战，毕竟他是史上最重要的词曲创作人之一。那他的一些歌曲还成为1960年代民权跟反战运动的象征。在他漫长的职业生涯当中，有卖出超过1.25亿张唱片，也赢得许多奖项，甚至还在2016年获得诺贝尔文学奖，彰显了他在文化上的重要性。Shane 老师有提到说 ，Bob Dylan 有许多习惯性动作，还有独特演唱方式，而且他的风格深植人心，要饰演他真的是很大的挑战。老师有用到 mannerism， 在 manner 后面加上 ism， 那这个名词它可以指习惯性动作或是习性。再来，老师还有用到 distinctive 这个字 ，distinctive， distinctive 它可以形容是独特的、特别的。我们看到课文单字 significant， 它是形容重要的、具有特殊意义的或是显著的。它的相关单字有 signify，signify 可以表达表示或是意味着。好，再看到 civil 它可以形容是公民的啊、国民的或是民事的。Career 则表示职业生涯或是长期的职业事业。那么 literature 它表示文学作品，这个字还有文献或图书资料的意思。然后再看到 cultural， 它是形容词，形容文化的，跟文化有关的。好，那这边两个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 of all time， 表示有史以来。那这个片语可以放在最高级的后面，用来强调有史以来最怎么样的。 例如 He's considered one of the greatest architects of all time. 他被视为有史以来最伟大的建筑师之一。第二个重点是形容词子句的非限定用法。非限定用法的形容词子句是用来补述说明先行词，那这个先行词会是专有名词或是独一无二的人事物。我们来看看关系代名词的使用规则。当先行词是人，做主格的话我们就用 who， 做受格的话就用 whom。那么先行词是事物的话，无论主格或受格我们都是用 which。那要注意关系代名词前面必须加逗点，而且不能用 that 代替。来看一个例句是Tom's sister, whom I met yesterday, is a lawyer. Tom 的姐姐是个律师，我昨天遇到她。这时候 whom I met yesterday 就是对先行词 Tom's sister 来做补述说明。第二个例句 Selena lives in Seoul, which is the capital of South Korea. Selena 住在首尔，那是南韩的首都。这时候 which is the capital of South Korea 就是对先行词 Seoul 来做补述说明。那我们接话课文中。
Chalamet spent years preparing to play Dylan, including learning to play the guitar and perfecting Dylan's unique singing voice. Still, many Dylan fans wondered if he could pull it off. When early photos of Chalamet in character were shared, some Dylan fans were not sure that he was the right choice. However, after the movie trailer came out, many became excited to see the actor bring Dylan's story to life. Over his career, Chalamet has proved he can take on challenging roles. Now, his portrayal of Bob Dylan is sure to introduce a whole new generation to one of the world's most respected singer-songwriters.
Welcome back, everyone. So before the break, we were talking about how Timothée Chalamet is going to play Bob Dylan and how challenging it would be for any actors because of all the achievements that Bob Dylan, that he has achieved in the past. Yeah. He's a great songwriter, and he passes on a lot of important messages through his songs. Yeah. He has sold millions of records, and he has won a lot of awards, even the Nobel Prize in Literature.
Amazing. Okay, so let's find out how he prepared to, such an important figure in U.S. history, how he prepared to play him.
Okay.
Chalamet spent years preparing to play Dylan, including learning to play the guitar. So he didn't know how to play the guitar. He learned to play the guitar. And perfecting Dylan's unique singing voice.
Wow.
And that's one of the hardest parts.
So he's going to sing too?
Yeah, so he has to really sing like Bob Dylan.
That's crazy.
And he really did have a very unique singing voice, Bob Dylan. So that's pretty impressive. Still, many Dylan fans wondered if he could pull it off. Now, to pull it off just means to be successful at doing something. So they're just wondering, could he really do this? Could he successfully do this or not?
Well, like we said, he spent years, not just weeks and months. He actually spent years studying Bob Dylan. So maybe with his talent, I think maybe he can pull it off.
Well...
Oh, let's continue.
Yeah.
Well, when early photos of Chalamet in character were shared, some Dylan fans were not sure that he was the right choice. However, after the movie trailer came out, many became excited to see the actor bring Dylan's story to life. Oh, so after they see the trailers, a lot of people change their minds. So what's a trailer? Basically, it's an advertisement for a film or a television or radio program consisting of short parts taken from it. So you get like a sneak peek of the movie, right?
That's right. Okay, so continuing, over his career, Chalamet has proved he can take on challenging roles. All right, so we already have seen him take on challenging roles, and so it's pretty unbelievable that he would be able to conquer this. Now, his portrayal of Bob Dylan is sure to introduce a whole new generation to one of the world's most respected singer-songwriters.
Ooh.
Now, when we say a portrayal of someone, it's to represent or describe someone or something in a painting, a film, book, or other artistic work. So we have a what do you think question.
Okay.
If you could play any famous person in a movie, who would it be?
I don't know. I think I would want to play someone who is really beautiful, who is really wise.
Oh, okay.
And who is very successful.
Okay.
And I think I am very beautiful. I am very wise, and I am very successful.
So you want to play your part, you want to play yourself in the movie of your life.
I could, couldn't I, right?
Well, yes, I mean, because everybody knows who Karen is. You are world famous in the English learning community. So we would definitely get a lot of viewers from here.
Aw, okay, how about you though? Who would you want to play?
Well, for me, it's a little bit funny because I've had people look back at pictures of me when I was younger.
Okay.
And they said that I looked like I could be in the band NSYNC.
Oh!
Because of my style and the way my hair, I dyed my hair blonde. And I just kind of had a look like I could be a character in NSYNC. And somebody actually photoshopped me into an NSYNC thing. So I think that if I were to play a role, it would probably be Justin Timberlake.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see that. The bleached blonde hair.
And I really like Justin Timberlake. I like his sense of humor. And I think I would have a fun time basically, just like learning more about him and preparing for that role.
Oh, I would definitely watch it if you've played Justin Timberlake.
Absolutely. Okay, well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us with this very interesting actor, and I can't wait to see this movie.
I can't either.
Okay, see you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
夏勒梅花了好几年的时间准备饰演 Bob Dylan， 包括学习弹吉他，还有完美呈现他独特的歌喉。那许多 Bob Dylan 歌迷还是怀疑他是否能胜任这个角色。不过，当这个电影预告发布之后，许多人开始期待看到这位演员来生动呈现 Bob Dylan 的故事。好，文中的 trailer 就是指电影预告。那这时候 Karen 老师有提到 sneak peek 这个用语就可以表达抢先看的意思哦。好，那至于 pull something off， 它可以表达成功完成，尤其是指成功完成困难的事情。Shane 老师刚刚在回答 What do you think question 的时候呢，他有提到他年轻时曾经把头发漂成金色，有人说他像 NSYNC 时期的大贾斯汀。我们补充一下 bleach 这个动词 B-L-E-A-C-H， 它可以表达漂白或是褪色，使色彩变淡。那么 blonde 它可以拼作 B-L-O-N-D 或是 B-L-O-N-D-E， 那这个形容词是形容金发的金色的，只是在形容女生的时候，常常后面会多这个字尾一。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，这边要介绍的是 if 引导名词子句，表示是否怎么样怎么样，常常会接在 wonder、ask、tell、know 等等的动词后面来当受词用。这时候 if 可以用 whether 代换，例如I wonder whether the story is true， 或是 I wonder if the story is true。我想知道这个故事是否属实。那注意 if 引导的名词子句不能当主词用，用来当主词的话，必须用 whether 主词加动词这样的句型结构。例如 Whether the story is true doesn't matter。这个故事是否属实并不重要，那这边 whether 就不能用 if 代换咯。好，那以上这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Playing someone as famous as Bob Dylan would be a huge challenge for any actor. Dylan is one of the most significant songwriters of all time. Songs like The Times They Are A-Changin' became symbols of the civil rights and anti-war movements in the 1960s. During Dylan's long career, he has sold over 125 million records and won many awards. His Nobel Prize in Literature, which he won in 2016, shows his cultural importance. Chalamet spent years preparing to play Dylan, including learning to play the guitar and perfecting Dylan's unique singing voice. Still, many Dylan fans wondered if he could pull it off. When early photos of Chalamet in character were shared, some Dylan fans were not sure that he was the right choice. However, after the movie trailer came out, many became excited to see the actor bring Dylan's story to life. Over his career, Chalamet has proved he can take on challenging roles. Now, his portrayal of Bob Dylan is sure to introduce a whole new generation to one of the world's most respected singer-songwriters.
Here's how to play. The host will be holding 3 cards. Each card will have 2 sentences containing a secret vocabulary word or phrase that has been replaced by the word bear. The host will read the sentences out loud for the contestants to guess. Whoever guesses first gets a point. The person with the most points wins. And you can play along too.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Carolyn.
Today we're going to be playing Guess the Bear. It's going to be an intense one, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys are ready.
I'm fired up for it.
Yeah.
Fantastic, I can feel it. Okay, first one. Adjective, 1 word. Everyone fed the cat so much that it became bare. Just going on a diet is not a good solution to being bare.
Overweight?
Yes, that's right. Everyone fed the cat so much that it became overweight. And just going on a diet is not a good solution to being overweight. So many other solutions to that. All right, number 2, which is a noun. 1 word. Alex took a bear to Japan to visit family. A bear to Fiji is Fran's dream vacation.
Flight?
No.
Airplane?
No.
Cruise?
Ticket?
No.
Plane? Airplane?
No.
Cruise?
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alex took a bear to Japan to visit family. A bear to Fiji is Fran's dream vacation.
Trip.
Yep.
Oh,
Got
there
it.
you
Done. Trip. We got a trip to the answer. Alex took a trip to Japan to visit family. A trip to Fiji is Fran's dream vacation. And you know what? Fran's going to get it. All right.
I'm happy for Fran.
Oh, me too. Phrase, 2 words. Dan needs to bring, apologies, I'll start this again. Phrase, 2 words. Dan needs to bear new socks. Mia is bearing Bear a gift for her dad.
Bring
Nah,
to, no.
close.
Can you say that again? I think I was
Sure.
thrown off.
Phrase, 2 words. Dan needs to bear new socks. Mia is bearing Bear a gift for her dad.
Pick up.
No. That is 2 words.
Yeah, I think, I don't know.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just gonna have to reveal it.
Alright.
It's shop for.
Shop for.
Yeah, phrase 2 words. Dan needs to shop for new socks. Mia is shopping for a gift for her dad, which very well could be dad. We don't know. Yeah,
We'll
but
never know.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So that one was a tie.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't get any. She got 2.
You got them both. It
Oh,
was,
I
yeah, okay. You won, you win. Congratulations.
I'm the winner.